Now then folks, welcome along to another custom review from Landpower TV. This time it is all about the JF Hudson Silo Crab Silage Scraper Bucket, and to share their thoughts on this machine, their experiences and how they've been getting on with it, I am with Gareth Williams from the Martin Evans Group. So Gareth, to kick off with, tell us a little bit about the business here.
Here we are on a dairy unit, one of 4 dairy units. Currently we are milking 960 cows here.
On this unit?
On this unit.
Right.
We've got 3 other smaller sites. So in total we're milking about 1,800 cows now.
And whereabouts are we today on this
So
one?
we're on the Shropshire border, just north of Welsh.
And those other 3 units, whereabouts are those dotted about?
We've got one heading out towards Cheshire, and then we've got 2 others towards back towards Welshpool.
So on this unit, like I say, you're milking about 900, is it?
960 cows, yeah.
960, so enough to keep you busy then.
We calve in a region of about 1,500 to 2,000 cows a year, so it keeps us busy.
Definitely, sounds like it. And how many times a day are you milking here?
We're milking 3 times a day.
Right.
Milking's getting about 6.5, 7 hours long now, so yeah, we're almost running 24 hours a day.
Right.
24 hours a day now.
And what sort of led you down the milking 3 times a day route?
Basically milk production, really.
Yeah.
We've got good cows, you know. Cows are averaging around about 12,500 litres of cow, so yeah.
And the Martin Evans Group, just sort of explain that a little bit, because this is just one part of
So
it,
this is the dairy part of the operation. We also have a contracting business running 4 self-propelled harvesters, mainly grass-based maize and slurry operation. There's also a poultry unit running about 150,000 broilers a year in the shed, and also there's a construction company that builds these buildings. This is all built by Marty's company himself. Everything you see here today is built by
so a lot
within the group.
Yeah, so a lot of the stuff that goes on here, you can keep a lot of it in-house. So, onto this silo crab silage scraping bucket. How long have you been running this one?
We've been running this for just over 12 months now. We were looking for some way of utilising the refusals. We were just scraping it with a normal bucket, wearing edges out on buckets, catching barriers. Wasn't the easiest thing to do. We were looking for a machine, so we saw this, and yeah, we purchased this off of James, and yeah, this is great.
And for those that may have not seen our sort of previous episode that we did with James Hudson himself, where he explained the technicalities of this machine, so explain to the viewers, what is it, what does it do, how does it work?
Basically, we can run down either side of the barrier. We've got a rubber here that actually scrapes along and cleans the space where the feed is. I mean, that's scraped clean every day. So the cows have got fresh feed. That's the first thing we want.
Yeah.
Cows to have fresh feed. And actually, it collects it, it pulls it in.
Via these doors on the front?
Via the doors. We open the doors up and you pull it in. And we're actually using this food to buffer feed some beef cattle out in the field at the minute. So all the refusals don't go to waste.
Yeah, you can use it again.
We were. It was going onto the muck piles and spread away, but we're actually utilising everything that is collected. So we've got about just short of 100 beef stock out in the field at the minute, and they are just being buffer fed with what is left over.
Right, and I suppose some of the challenges that led you to this is obviously the way you've got your setup here. You don't really have walls to go and push against.
No, that's right. Yeah. So you were sort of chasing it a little bit, and there's no more welding up buckets or no more welding up gates that if you push some silage up against.
That's it. I suppose again you don't have to get out and manually shovel it into the bucket.
No forking. You can just go up. It collects sort of 99% of it, and then our man on the scraper, he just scrapes up whatever I can't pick up.
Right, so those little bits outside.
Yeah, the little bit outside, that when the yard gets cleaned, that'll have to be taken away. So it's minimal waste.
Yeah. And you've just mentioned a few benefits there. Just sort of flesh out, what you found using this machine.
It's easy to use. For one,
yeah,
you're not disturbing the cows. I mean, the door, the height of the door, even if the cow's got its head out, it'll go under the chin. It's not going to catch them.
Right.
We have had incidents where cows have been caught with a bucket. Not a good thing to happen, but yeah, these wings will actually go underneath the cow, so you're not disturbing the cows. Cows aren't disturbed, and yeah, we've got a clean face straight away. Feed's put straight back out again. Whereas if you're using a bucket, you'd be on the bucket edge and you'd have sparks and you'd be hitting barriers. And, cows would be jumping away.
Yeah.
But this doesn't hurt them at all.
And how much time would you say that is save using this?
Well, I'm not being filmed. I could probably I can do this job in about 15-20 minutes, just collect it all up. Whereas otherwise you'd be with the shovels and the bucket, you're probably taking 45 minutes off the job if you were to do it properly and brush it up. And,
so you saved a fair chunk then?
You're saving on labour and the feed. You're utilising that feed, which it depends on how the cows eat to how much feed you chuck away.
Yeah.
But everything goes out, and the beef cattle will pick their way through it, and they don't waste a lot. And
those time savings, that'll add up.
Oh yeah,
Quite a chunk over the year.
This is a 365 day a year operation, so this machine's working 365 days a year.
Yeah. And what sort of distances would you say you're doing?
We're running, our sheds are around about 200 feet long, so we've got 7 groups of milking cows, and we've got a group of fresh cows and dry cows as well, so you're covering a fair distance.
Yeah.
These rubbers, they are changeable. I think we get through about 2, maybe 3 sets a year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just an easy set of bolts along here, just bolt on, bolt off.
Is that sort of, that wear rate, is that kind of what you're expecting?
Yeah, it depends on who's driving it. As long as you're delicate and you're not pushing down on the wings too much, you're going to get plenty of life out of them.
Yeah. And as apart from the rubbers, do you get any wear rates on the blade, on the front, or
very minimal.
Yeah.
Wear on the blade edge itself. I mean, because it sits flat. You sort of put it down like that, and then just delicately put it down onto the cutting edge, and then so you put a minimal pressure onto the.
It's not like you're diving in.
You're not like with a bucket where you'd be going along
like that. Yeah.
And you've got sparks and.
And how would you rate the cleanliness in front of the feed barrier once this is
it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It is spotless. You could eat your tea off it. It's that clean, Otherwise, you with a bucket, you would not get that close to the barrier, and you'd always get that layer of mouldy silage that somebody's going to go along with a shovel and pick up.
And you mentioned you reuse the silage for your beef animals.
Yes.
Does that mean you can manage your rations of what you feed out to these better?
Yes,
knowing
it's a lot.
Knowing what's coming out again.
We can give the cows exactly what they want. We're not looking for refusals, but we know by the amount of refusals on how much they are eating. We are controlling it that way.
And does that ultimately help with the bottom line at the end of the day?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, we could probably collect 1.5 tons, 2 tons of waste. Well, that's been paid for, so we're actually utilising that. It's no longer waste; it's become another product where we can actually use it to buffer feed those other animals. Last summer we were actually buffer feeding some in-calf heifers, so it was going into another mix part of another mix, you know, it's grand. We can reuse that.
Yeah.
It's not being spread back on the field as fertiliser.
And based on those savings, both in time, money, costings, all that sort of stuff, do you reckon it's paid for itself? Or?
I think it paid for itself in the first 12 months.
In the first 12 months it's paid
Yes,
for itself?
Yeah.
And will it take a bit of pain? Because, you know, you are sort of shoving...
It will take a little pain. You have to be careful. You have to be careful with everything, you know. But you know, even with an empty bucket, you've got it on the loader. You don't want to be throwing it around because it is made to last.
Yeah, it's substantial.
It's
robust.
Yeah. Yes, it's robust, yes.
Yeah. And does it need any maintenance, like greasing or anything like that?
There's only 5 grease nipples on each side on the arms, that's it. Drive in, hook it up, put the pipes on, away to go, that's it.
And it just needs the one send and return, third service?
Yes, that's it. Third service, yeah.
Operation. I mean, you made it look easy. What's it like to use on a daily basis?
Once you get used to it, it's grand. I mean, you've got to use a bit of sense. You don't drop it down on its nose. As long as you drop it on its heel and drop it down gently.
Yeah.
Get your pressure right on the wings and watch out for obstacles. That's it.
Because, like you say, it wants to be running flat, doesn't it?
It does run flat. It does run flat.
Right.
And James he's actually put a sticker on the back of the bucket to remind you it was right in front of the cab there on how to operate it.
So you can't go wrong.
Yeah, you can go wrong. You shouldn't go wrong.
If you do, it's your fault.
But human error.
Right. And what's visibility like? Because you're using obviously a telehandler. You're sat to one side. Do you tend to always run down that same side?
I personally like to run down that left-hand side. And that's a personal preference. We've got our passageways are wide enough so I can go up and down. But if you were in a smaller passage, obviously you'd be going down smack down the middle. And
what size is this bucket?
It's a 6-foot bucket, and when it opens up, it'll actually open up to 11 feet from on the tip of the wings here. So you're actually taking everything. You're not getting lines that left down the shed. You go down, back up again. Everything's cleared up. Finally,
Gareth, just sum up your time using the silo crab.
Well, I've been very impressed with it, to be fair. You know, using that, being able to use the refusals, keeping the barriers clean, keeping the cows eating, you know. Yeah. This is my job, you know, like looking after the cows here, keeping them healthy, fresh feed every day. That's all they want. And it's just a spot-on machine for helping me do that.
Well, Gareth, thank you very much for your time and sharing your thoughts and your experience using the silo crab. As ever, folks, for more customer reviews like this, just go check out landpowertv.com. And as ever, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you again next time.